Now, the second part of this question on number 21 and 6.3, and I'll zoom up so you can see it. It says, B, if a statistician designs a house so that all of the doorways have heights that are sufficient for all men except the tallest 5%, what doorway height would be used? If a statistician designs a house so that all of the doorways that are used are sufficient except for the tallest 5% of men, what height would the doorway be? So you got to find the height of a doorway that will basically accommodate 95% of the men. That's what you're finding. Okay? So let's go to the men right here, and we want to accommodate 95% of the men. So I'm just going to take my brown marker and I'm going to put 0.9500 right here, and I have no idea where it's going to fall. I know that this is 2.5% right here, so I know it's going to be back this way, so I'm just going to put a line right here, and we don't know what that number is, but we know that the area is 0.9500 because the 0.9500 is given because it says the top 5%. Well, if we're looking for the top 5% of men, then that means that we are accommodating 95% of the men on the left hand side because this is 0.0500. 0.0500 plus 9500 is equal to 1. So we're done. That's all we got to find. Well, that's not exactly it. We know that this is 0.9500, so we have to go to our table and find 9500. And when we go to our table and find the area of 0.9500, you're going to see you're going to be between 0.9495 and 0.9505. And there's a little dot, a little asterisk in there, and it says that when you're between 0.9495 and between 0.9505, you need to go with that dot, which is represented by 1.645. So our question mark, hold on just a second, our question mark is equal to 1.645. Now that z-score is 1.645, but we don't know what the height of the door is. We just have 1.645. So we have to change 1.645 into a height of a doorway. How do we do that? Well, and if you were in my class, you noticed that I kind of derived a formula for finding x, and I got x is equal to Oz plus mu, and that's the standard deviation times z plus the mean. So in this case, it's going to be 2.8 times 1.645 plus 68.6. And when you take your calculator, take me a minute to pull mine up. Sorry about that. I don't use a calculator very much. So that will be 2.8 times 1.645, and that's going to give us 4.606 plus 68.6, and I get 73.21 inches. 73.21 inches, and that is the height of the doorway that will accommodate 95% of the men.